Welcome back to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're checking out the Daiwa Tatula X TW100. This one right here is really versatile. It's built to handle everything from Texas rigs to jigs, spinner baits, chatter baits, and top water as well. This particular one is the 7:1 gear ratio. The retrieve, it brings in about 29.8 inches per turn, and it weighs 9.6 ounces, 195 grams, y'all. The max drag on this thing right here is 11 pounds, and it uses Daiwa's UTD carbon drag system. Plus, it's 5+1 bearings, and the handles are 90 millimeter swept aluminum handles with soft touch knobs. The spool is actually 34 millimeters, and it's using a LC Concept aluminum spool. And the braking system on this is MagForce Z magnetic braking frame. It's a rigid aluminum hyper-armed housing. The main gear is Hyperdrive Digigear Precision, cut brass gearing with T-wing system in there. It's designed to reduce line friction on the cast for increased distance and smoother line flow. Now, the biggest features of this reel right here, the selling points is Daiwa's Hyperdrive design that includes the hyper-armed aluminum frame for smoother cranking and longer gear life, and the Hyper Touch clutch, which helps prevent the clutch from accidentally re-engaging during a cast. The Tatula X also uses Daiwa's famous T-wing system. When you cast the wide T-shaped opening, lets the line peel off the spool with less resistance, helping improve casting distance. Once you start reeling, the line drops back into the narrow groove for better line management. The reel also features Daiwa's zero adjust spool tension. Unlike many baitcasters, Daiwa recommends leaving the spool tension at the factory setting and making your cast adjustments with the external MagForce Z brake dial instead. I've tried that. I haven't really had good luck with that. I'm using smaller applications though with this reel, so I definitely had to tighten up that spool, y'all. The best uses for this thing is, being that it's a 7:1 gear ratio, it's a true all-around speed. It's fast enough to pick up slack for jigs and Texas rigs, but not so fast that you can't slow down for spinner baits, swim jigs, square bills, or chatter baits. If you're looking for one reel to do just about everything, this ratio is hard to beat. That's everything on paper. Specs only tell a part of the story though. Now let's get this reel out on the water and see how it actually casts, palms, and performs when it's hooked up to a fish. Alright y'all, first impressions of the Daiwa Tatula X TW100 out on the water. This right here is the 711, and I got it on a carbon light, Johnny Moore's carbon light, and this rod is a medium moderate action rod, and I wanted to use this combo for like power finesse fishing. Occasionally I might throw a swim bait, small swim bait, or a worm on here, but for the most part this is a power finesse fishing setup. Z-Man Micro BFS chatterbait on here, and this is going to be the first ever cast out into the water with the Daiwa, and this is my first Daiwa Baitcaster reel, folks. Hopefully this thing does good. That was the first cast. Didn't go that far for the first cast, but all the tweaking that I've done with it was basically at home. I haven't really tweaked it on the water. I fish from the bank a lot, so mostly I need to take those long casts. Only time I'm taking short, concentrated casts is when I'm on the boat. Okay. I got the spool on setting. I got it on 13. No, what is that? 11. I got it set on 11. Now online, I seen most people said the sweet spot was around 9. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring it right there to 9 and see how it goes. If I get any problems, I'll just go ahead and tighten it up. But from what I can see from the reviews and stuff like that I've seen online with this reel, it's a little different from what I'm used to. I'm used to like Lew's reels, Abu Garcia. I have one Shimano, but even that's kind of new to me. Okay, I see what we're talking about. I just opened the the brakes up to 9, and it made it over there to the other side of the bank, like right there, a foot off of the bank, not even a foot off of the bank. And I think I'm gonna make my way down the bank and try to get over there to the other side. Normally on a day like this where we got like partly overcast and stuff like that, seems like this pond here, that side is always better on these type of days where the water levels are slightly higher. It's normally shallow over there, and that might be why. Sure, that's where all the bait is hanging at. All right, y'all, so I had got a cast off. I snuck a cast off before I even started recording. But in just a second, I'm gonna go ahead and show you what lure I just put on. I just put on another BFS chatterbait, same size, just a different different trailer, different color. Hopefully we can catch something on this right here. We're just making our way down the bank, y'all. Okay, that was a good side angle cast. Y'all, I caught a fish. First time with the Daiwa Tatula, or Daiwa Tatula. I'm gonna let him go. That's considered a catch. I got him up on the bank, y'all. Yeah, first time out with the Daiwa Tatula X TW100. Sorry, y'all, I kind of stumble on the name because it's so long. And the reason why I'm saying the whole name is because what I noticed is with Daiwa, you can easily get confused because the names are pretty similar, man. So, wow, that was pretty fun though. But that was a good side cast. Didn't get any backlashing. I mean, I did thumb the spool that time. But that was on a straight retrieve. Had a little bite. Got off at the bank, so I'm gonna say I caught that one. He definitely touched the bank. I just let him wiggle himself back into the water. So I see for right now, the white is what's gonna do. The white is what's gonna put me in the game, coach. But enough of the talking. I'm gonna just cast around a little bit for y'all. See if we can get us another bite. Hopefully we can actually get him in our hands this time. Like I said, I really came out here just to give y'all like a quick on the water review as far as casting and smoothness. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this thing is super smooth too. Like the retrieve, just reeling it, it's super smooth and it's definitely comfortable in the hand. To me, in my opinion, it is a better reel. It's not a BFS, but it'll still go as low as I wanted the Abu Garcia to go. I still can use weightless worms on here if I want to. And I don't think I'll have a problem with backlashing. And then if I even want to up it, and if I want to up it and just throw something slightly heavier, that won't be a problem for this reel neither now. The rod, I might need to switch out the rod, but I don't think, as far as this application goes, I don't think I'll go over 3/8 ounce. Okay, I'm on the dock now and I'm no longer in the shade, folks. Okay, that was a good cast. We made it over there to the other side of the lake. Right up off of the bank. That was maybe 13, 14 inches off of the bank. I'm gonna let it kind of sink to the bottom a little bit. Hopefully I don't get nothing on it. We got our second victim, y'all. He's a little tiny thing, but nonetheless, we got our first catch on the Daiwa, y'all. First catch on the Daiwa. Well, actually the second catch on the Daiwa. Just the first fish I'm able to hold on this thing. Let's get this guy off of here. He had a little pull to him, y'all. I thought he was bigger than what he actually is, but he's a dink. But hey, we appreciate the bite, man. We really do. Tell your mama that I'm out here. All right, let's see. When I go to bomb a cast, it definitely bombs cast. Oh, something just hit it on the top. Obviously, got another one, man. That's what we were trying to do. That's what we were trying to do. Catch us another one. All right, here's another little guy. But just like the last one, nonetheless, here's another one. On the Daiwa Tatula X TW100, y'all. All right, thanks for the bite, little guy. Oh, his little gristle teeth got stuck on my glove. So we got 3 so far. One was a banker. That's what I call a fish that just hits the bank and gets away. But it's still a catch. So that's why I say 3 catches so far. In just a few minutes out here giving y'all an on-the-water review. And we're going to go ahead and get down to the end of this video, y'all. Felt like I just had another tap, so who knows, we might catch a 4th one in the last couple of seconds of this video. We will surely see. I'm going to keep casting as I'm making my way back to the vehicle. Y'all just stick with me. Let's get another cast over here. Look at that. That was far. 0 thumb again. I didn't necessarily come here to catch any hogs. I just came here to try out this new reel, y'all. Oh, and another thing is the BFS reel that I had. I don't want to keep saying the whole name of it, but the one that I traded for this one, it actually was bigger. Like the profile was actually slightly bigger. It was like a full-size Revo. And this thing right here is small and compact, as y'all could see. Like I can literally hold this thing, you see. My hand kind of swallows it. I got big hands. Well, my hands aren't huge, but they're man hands, you know. So, yeah. I like the compact shape of the body. Love how it casts. It definitely bombs cast for these things to be so tiny. As a matter of fact, I think these are 1/8 of an ounce, these BFS chatterbaits. And plus the trailer, so they're probably like 5 to 6 grams, maybe 7 grams with the trailer at the most. Yeah, it's doing pretty good right now with what I want to use it for. I love the power fish. Sometimes when you're power fishing, the presentation is just too big and they're really not going for vibrations on certain days, and then you throw in a big profile, they'll just completely ignore it. But if you got something small that's going with vibration, even on a hot day, you got a more likely chance of getting bites. Hey, and if you guys are watching this video, man, I'd really appreciate it if you guys subscribe, like the channel. I love what I do. And for me, it's not just about money. It's about being informative, sharing stories with people, you know, trying out new gear. That way you guys don't have to waste money on it. And I just have a ball out of it. So to me, it's not really a job, but without you guys subscribing and liking and commenting and all that good stuff, I don't think I'd have the motivation to record this stuff and edit it and post at certain times to make sure everybody gets a view at it. It's easy to go out and fish, but it's the content part that's, you know, it can be work. But like I said, when you're doing what you love to do, it's not really considered work. So if you guys are watching this and you enjoy the content, I appreciate if you could hit that subscribe button, hit that like, the notification bell as well. Because I don't post videos that often, but I try to post at least 1 to 2 shorts a day. So if you like to watch exciting fishing videos with good edits, follow G's Fishing, y'all. With that being said, we're out of here. This is the end of this on the water review with a fourth catch, y'all. With a fourth catch. And that's going to end this on the water review. All right. So if you guys were thinking about getting the Daiwa X TW100, and I keep on forgetting to mention Tatula, if you are considering getting this baitcaster, I would say it's a good purchase for the money. I definitely would give it, since it's the first time, I don't want to give it a 10 out of 10, but I will give it 7.9 out of 10. Leave.